Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your boy Bugatti back with another video. Uh, Before I get started, I want to tell you, please hit that subscribe bell and hit that notification button so you'll know when I upload another video. And just want to say, it don't cost you nothing to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It's free to subscribe. All you gotta do is just go to your YouTube and click on Bugatti Old School Car Talks and hit that subscribe button. Now, today, I really don't have a car that I'm featuring today. I just want to talk about the love that I have for old school vehicles and the reason why I have that love for old school vehicles. Uh, old school vehicles are one of the top, I'm gonna say, uh, American dreams, if you will, but it means something different. You know what I'm saying? It means something totally different from what they see in it and from what we see in it. You know, and what I mean by we is by guys in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we doing the things that we doing to the old schools. We flipping them. We putting crazy paint jobs on them. We putting big motors in them. You know what I'm saying? We plushing out the insides. We putting rims on them. You know, and we doing our own little spin on them. And if you notice, that's what everything that we do. Everything that we do, we take it, you know what I'm saying, and put our own little spin on it and make it make it fit us better. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the old school way for us. You know what I'm saying? That's just the old school way for us. And you know, and I say this, and I've said this before, and I say it again. There's nothing like riding at night with your old school, with your riding at night with your old school, with your music bumping. You may have your lady on your side. You may be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing like riding when that old school, you know what I'm saying, with the windows down, with the breeze blowing, you know what I'm saying, and you got your music going, your trunk rattling, you know what I'm saying, your highs are talking, you know what I'm saying. It's just a wonderful feeling. And that, that's what I fell in love with. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that I fell in love with old schools. It's just to me, they're just a better car. You know what I'm saying? And now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the new schools. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the, you know what I'm saying, with the BMWs, the Lexuses, you know what I'm saying, the, you know what I'm saying, the Audis, you know, and all that, all that's fine. All that's well and fine. But for me, it's got to be, there's nothing like an old school. I mean, I have an up-to-date car, you know what I'm saying? I have an up-to-date car, you know what I'm saying? But my Cutlass means more to me than you know what I'm saying, than my up-to-date car. My Cutlass mean more to me, way more to me than my up-to-date car. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling my brother the other night, you know, we was talking about, you know, how not having your car done right, you know what I'm saying? We've seen cars catch fire on the side of the road, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing the owner can do is just sit there and watch his car burn. You know what I'm saying? By the time the fire truck gets there, it's pretty much a done deal. And I was telling my brother the other night, I said, man, if my car done that, man, I would probably sit down and cry, man. I mean, I would probably literally sit down and just bust into tears if my Cutlass done that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's just about making sure everything on it is done right. You know what I'm saying? Making sure everything under the hood is clicking on all cylinders. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about, when you're dealing with a new car, you're dealing with, you know, fuel injection. But when you're dealing with an old school, you're dealing with a carburetor. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with gas. You know what I'm saying? And we all know what gas can do. You know what I'm saying? We all know what gas can do. Highly flammable. You know what I'm saying? So if everything under your hood is not ticking right, and your carburetor not ticking right, and it's spitting out gas everywhere, man, you're gonna have a major problem. You're gonna have a major problem on your hands that you don't want to have. And so guys, make sure you take care of your old schools. Make sure everything before you start to put the rims on them, and before you start to put the beats in them, and then get your insides plushed out. Make sure that heart, you know what I'm saying. Make sure that heart under that hood is taken care of. Because if you don't, I promise you, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that's done. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you're gonna have a whole nother set of problems on your hand that you really don't want to have. You know what I'm saying? You really don't want to have those problems. I promise you, you really don't want to have those problems. And another thing, the old schools, they're the luxury of them. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of guys. They like to keep them all original. You know what I'm saying? Original radio. You know what I'm saying? Everything original. But we like to flip them and do our own thing. Now, there's nothing wrong with keeping it totally original. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I actually love those too. When I see them, when I see them all the way original with the original radio in them, you know what I'm saying? The original dashboard, the original color of that year that it came in, the original insides. I also love to see that too, because that's authentic. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that makes an old school. You got it all original. You know what I'm saying? If it came out of '84, the color that car came out in '84, you got that color on it, the inside, the way the inside cake was in '84. You got that. You got the original radio in there from '84. Everything is as it came in, as it was mass produced in 1984. And I love those too. Love those with, you know what I'm saying? Love those. I have a passion for those too. Have a passion for those guys that keep those, you know what I'm saying, original like that. And people always ask, well, man, why old schools cost so much money? Because it's a hot commodity right now. You know what I'm saying? Some of the parts are outrageous. So if you're looking into getting the old school and putting the old school together, be prepared to, you know what I'm saying, be prepared to go in that wallet, because you're gonna have to go in that wallet. Because I'm gonna tell you, man, I done got frustrated at my car so many times. I'm like, man, I'm sick of this. You know what I'm saying? And then the problem that I'm having with it, I'll get it fixed. And then I get in it and ride in it. And man, I just fall right back in love with it. And be like, man, I'll never sell this thing, man. But that's the thing about the old school, man. It's sometimes, you have a love-hate relationship with it, because when you're dealing with the old school, man, you're gonna be dealing with problems. And the parts stores nowadays, they're not really carrying parts for old school, so you have to go online and deal with somebody online, you know what I'm saying, to ship you the part. And then sometimes they ship you the wrong part. You get the part, it's the wrong part. Now it already took 7 or 8 days for it to come in. You know what I'm saying? So now when you get it in, it's the wrong part. Now it's going to take 7 or 8 days for you to get back in. Well, when you get back in contact with them, it's going to take 7 or 8 days for you to ship it back to them. And then once they get it back, they got to confirm that they got it back before they ship you the right part. And it's just sometimes it can be a real big headache, man. Sometimes it can be a real big headache. And sometimes you might get on the phone with a guy that shared the same level of old schools as you do. And if you get on the phone with a guy that shares the same level of old schools as you do, he's gonna make sure you have the right part, because what you're looking for, he already know what you're looking for, because he has a love for old schools too. And that's what he does. He may have an old school himself, but it can be nerve wracking. I promise you, it can be nerve wracking sometimes. But yeah, it can be, excuse me, but yeah, it can be nerve wracking sometimes. But you know, I'm getting ready to do my next video. I'm doing research on it now. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's going to be a big surprise. But I'm getting ready. I'm doing research now on my next video. And you know, the main thing about it is, man, people ask me why I do research on the car, because I don't want to be that guy. And you have a lot of guys on YouTube, you know, I don't want to be that guy that give you wrong information. I don't want to be that guy that be on here have you looking for things that this is not what it's supposed to be. You know, I like to do my due diligence, you know what I'm saying, and research the car fully. And I even have notes, you know what I'm saying. I even have notes that I jot down, you know what I'm saying, when I'm doing my research, and I go over my notes, you know what I'm saying, and I compare them with different sources, and just to make sure that when I'm on here, I'm giving you the right, you know what I'm saying, the right information about the car, you know what I'm saying, or the truck, or whatever I'm displaying, whatever old school I'm displaying, because, you know, a lot of people give you misinformation, and it's wrong to do, but they do it anyway. It's just that simple. It's wrong to do, but they do it anyway. And they'll get on here and they'll go to talking, and they have not the slightest idea of what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that guy. But like I say, there's something on my page for everybody. And I know I've been getting a lot of inboxes on me doing my Real Talk Mondays. I know I'm supposed to have been started it, but this coming up Monday, be looking for me to come on and do my Real Talk Mondays, and we're gonna talk about life. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about life. We're gonna talk about things that's going on now. You know, and like I say, we just gonna, it's just gonna be a real talk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do it every Mondays, and I'm gonna have people you gonna be able to chime in and, you know, comment and give me your perception on what you think about things, and that's the way we're gonna do it. So before I get out of here, I want to tell you again, subscribe to my channel, Bugatti Old School Car Talks. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I upload another video. And once again, as always, y'all be blessed.